Sky traffic.
I'm Forrest Gump.
She was my most special friend. My only friend. We was together all the time. We was like peas and carrots, Jenny and I.
Run, Forrest!
Hey, stupid!
Yeah, well, Forrest Gump ran, but he had a few issues, Tim. He wasn't necessarily 100% altogether. The bloke that we're about to say good morning to is Tristan Miller. We've been speaking to him for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Seems to have marbles in his head, and he seems to have it all together.
Not sure he's got it all together either.
Tristan Miller joins us. Good morning to you, Tristan.
Hi, guys. How you going?
You're running 52 marathons in a calendar year.
That's the plan, is to run 52 marathons next year. I'm very sure I can do it, but I'm going to put my body to the test and see what we can pull it off.
Why?
Yes.
Well, it's a pretty good question. A lot of people ask it. It's a lame answer to say that, it's there to be done, so I want to do it. But, I mean, there's some pretty amazing places on that list, including, running across a Great Wall, going to South Africa, going to Rwanda, even to run a marathon. What better way to see a place than go run a marathon and see the place come alive, see all their people come alive.
How many marathons have you run in your life so far?
I've run 5 marathons. I've run the Melbourne Marathon 3 times, and the first time I did that took me 4 hours and 20 minutes. So that's a long time in marathon terms, but these days I can run them in about 3 hours and 10 minutes.
How long did it take you to recover from your first marathon?
It took a good month or so, probably 2.
So you're going to you got to front up. Not only do you have to front up for another marathon, you've actually got to travel there from one country to another and get ready to go again.
I get one day.
This is going to be This is going to be an unbelievably grueling schedule that you're setting yourself here.
It's going to be super tough. I believe I'm up to the challenge. I've got my mate Darren Foss coming with me. He's going to tough it out. So when the chips are down, when I'm pretty tired, he's just going to make me laugh and get us excited.
So you've got an entourage of one.
Yes, that's right. He's holding the other video camera.
Is he a qualified masseur and dietitian, all those sorts of things as well? A physiotherapist?
He has done a bit of massage in the past. He's a tennis coach, so he's done a bit of sports massage. So I'm hoping that'll help.
Talking to Tristan Miller, whose plan is to run 52 marathons in the course of a calendar year, which is next year, and there's a good reason for doing it in 2010, which you've discovered along the way.
That's right. It's actually the 2,500th anniversary of the Battle of Marathon, where they get the name and they get the distance from, and yeah, that's next year. So it's a massive year for the sport as such. And I just thought it'd work really well.
9429 11 16. If you've got any practical advice for Tristan, you want to
be part of his entourage, maybe.
Feel free to give him a call. 9429 11 16. Mick Moldhouse to join us after 7:30. But if you've got any practical advice for Tristan Miller, who's going to run 52 marathons in the course of a calendar year, feel free to give us a call right now.
You're crisscrossing all over the world too. It's not as if you're just going in one direction and you're just going to do this neatly.
No, because look, the plan was to have at least the big 5 in there, and the big 5 are Berlin, Boston, Chicago, New York, London, and they're at kind of odd times of the year, and so to make sure they're in there and then to go to some pretty spectacular places at the same time is really difficult. But I mean, they're the ones I want to do. That's how it has to be. That's what we're going to do.
To your knowledge, has anybody done this before?
Look, they've done it around the States before. Eddie Izzard, the comedian, has actually just run a whole lot of marathons around the UK, and that's just amazing. He's done that for charity and he's done it really well. But to me, it's not just about seeing your own country. It's about seeing the rest of the world at the same time and seeing foreign cities come alive and just get excited about all their champions in their city running a marathon.
A lot of advice coming through on our SMS. Get a car.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Beware the chafing. Yeah. Are you a chafer?
I'm not a chafer. Luckily, I don't sweat too much.
Yeah,
so
take some Vaseline.
How hard has it been? Simon's in Chirnside Park, before we have another crack at a question. Simon's in Chirnside Park, wants to pass on some advice for you. G'day, Simon.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. You're talking to Tristan Miller.
Tris, it's Simo.
Oh, g'day, Simon. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. I thought I'd just ring you up and tell you that now you're coming on radio and the paper and stuff. You better make sure you actually do it.
Yeah, thanks, Simo. I'll do it, mate. When have you known me to pull back and not follow through on a goal like this?
He can't back out now, Simon. The world's watching. Thanks for your call.
Too late to back out now.
Exactly. Daryl's in Noble Park. Hi, Daryl.
G'day, boys. Got a couple of points. Some practical advice. I'd suggest you put your annual leave form into your boss pretty soon. But also, there's a bloke in America that's done 50 marathons in 50 days. I don't know whether you're aware of him.
That's right. Dean Kanatzis is his name. Very, very famous runner. He's got a couple of books out. And he did all the marathon tracks of all their major marathons around the States. But he organised it so they'd shut down the actual track so he could go and run them.
Right.
Shut down those areas, and obviously had to do that on a day-to-day basis. I'm going while all the people in that place are actually running them. So I want to be part of their festivities. You know,
this is going to be incredibly tough, though. When the more I think about the fact that not only you're running a marathon, but you've got to hop in a plane, you've got to get to the next country, all that sort of stuff. Every there's slightly different food, the diet, the whole thing. It is going to be an enormous task.
I've got a nutritionist involved, Alison Walsh. She's pretty amazing. She's helping me through some of my planning there, and also, I've had some blood tests and all that sort of stuff to see what my body can do, what's wrong with it, if I have anything to worry about moving forward. Even had like a body and bone, like a muscle and bone density scan, just to see if my body can take something like this. So all those things I think will help just to understand if I can do it.
January the 1st, it starts in Zurich. It goes all the way through to December 26th, where you finish in Missouri. So
check it out on runlikecrazy.com.au.
Runlikecrazy.com.au. We can follow your progress on that, can we? I'll tell you what, a lot of people will. Runlikecrazy.com.au. Good luck, and thanks for coming in. And we'll get your number and stay in touch with you throughout.
That'd be fantastic. Thanks.
Tristan Miller, running 52 in a year. Mick Mold,